everybody, and welcome to our first episode of the season. I am really excited to bring this episode to you right off the bat. I'm here with Tim Lay, and I am so excited because it's something that keeps trending and getting more and more popular is growing grapes and winemaking. These guys here make some fabulous wine. And so I wanted to come out here because they're really nice people. And today we're going to go over a little bit about how you can get started growing your own grapes. You know, whether it's just for eating, jelly jam, or to make wine. So Tim here is going to give us all a crash course in grape growing and what all you need for stuff. So you guys stay tuned and grab your pen and paper because you're probably going to need it.
For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
Hi everybody and welcome back. So Tim, thank you so much for helping us on this and giving me an education and all of our viewers an education. So I guess my first question that I have is how did this all start, or when did you start growing grapes and how did it all start?
Oh, about 3 years ago, we went to a lot of wineries around the neighborhood and testing all the wine around here, and that got a little bit expensive, because every bottle is $20 or so.
Right.
So we figured, what the heck, let's try to do our own wine. So we actually started out making wine first from kits.
Okay.
Yeah, wine kits. And
Is that a good way for beginners to start if that's something that they do want to do?
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
That's my opinion, but you can go right into from scratch, but this way you get an idea of what's going on.
Okay.
And you can try different types of wine that way too. You're not stuck with what you have out in the garden,
Okay. That was my other question. How did you figure out, how did you know how many how many plants did you get to begin with? And then did it expand from there, or how did you figure out how much you needed?
Plant-wise, I did some reading, of course, and figured out the spacings that I needed and then how much room I got, which is about 1/8 of an acre of plants I got out there. And then I figured out I needed 65 plants, so that's what I got. So I haven't changed my plants at all yet, but I do have a set of plants. My Candaces aren't doing so well here, so I plan to redo them into probably Concords.
Okay.
Yes.
And you do like the Concords? They perform for you real well for our area?
Yeah, Concords are excellent here in Ohio.
Okay. Okay.
And same thing with the Fredonias do well, because they're a cousin of the Concords. So
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, for the winemaking aspect, is it how long does it even take to make, or how do you start with everything like this guy here? What's this?
That's a grinder.
Okay.
You throw the grapes in there and it tears them up. So when you put them in the press, it presses easier.
Okay.
And that's an old press. And I don't know how old it is exactly, but it's pretty old.
I think people have these for decorations and
Yes.
stuff actually too. So
I know.
that's
That's what that was actually, but I cleaned it all up and used it.
There you go. Now it gets some use.
Yep.
So, okay, so we know that the Concords and the Fredonias do good around here, so we'll save you the trouble. He's saving you the trouble. Do not go buy any Candaces because they don't do well in our area, apparently. They don't like us here.
If you have something that grows too well, then they're really juicy, but not many sugars in there, or as good as sugar.
So you're better off not to like feed them and feed them and feed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't overdo it.
And if somebody's going to plant, start a vineyard, is there a particular type of, because the first thing I always think of is soil. So is there a particular kind of soil that's actually better for grapes versus others?
Yeah, you don't want too rocky, but you don't want too fertile either, in my
Okay.
opinion, because it comes down to let them struggle a little bit, and then see what you get.
So-
You can always put more stuff on it later.
Okay. Okay. So you don't sit there every year and throw bags of compost on or.
Nope.
Okay.
And I'm
okay.
careful doing that too because of the disease factor. If you put manure on there, you can actually put funguses and things that aren't good for the grapes onto them. So.
Okay. And that's something, what we're going to do when we come back from the break, what we're going to do is we're going to take you down to the vineyard. We're going to show you, what they look like right now. He's going to take you through the pruning process, and you're going to get to see what, I'm sure a lot of you guys have obviously been past vineyards and stuff, but this way you can really kind of get up close and see how he keeps everything where it needs to go. And we're going to talk a little bit about diseases and what he has to do, to prevent that. So he actually has grapes to eat and wine to make.
Right.
So you guys stay tuned and we will be right back.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Hi, I'm TV2 Sports Talk's Bill Morgan. Some people are outstanding at playing sports, and then there's me. While we at TV2 Sports Talk may have never been All-State on the field, we are Tuscarawas County's MVP when it comes to local television sports talk and play-by-play. Catch TV2 Sports Talk Wednesday nights at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5 on DMG Channel 2.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Well, we're down here in the vineyard. It is so pretty down here and it's really neat. Tim, how did you figure out like this structure? I mean, do the grapes have to have something to crawl on for sure? And
Yes. I ended up with the double wire. I just liked it better because then I can spread the grapes out on this wire and this one.
okay,
So I have more grapes. So more grapes, more wine.
there you go.
More
there
happy.
you go. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, this post here, is this, like, how old is this plant?
From a seed, it's actually 4 years old, but it's been here for 3 years. This will be its 4th year here after
Okay.
this season. You get
Now-
them at 1 year old.
Do you suggest, you know, running a post up like this to get the bottom up and then,
Yeah. Yes, definitely, because before I had them just trying to grow up on its own, but that didn't work, so I ended up getting these and putting in, and that helped a lot.
okay. Now, you know, it's spring. How do you know when it's time, like if I was going to have grape, how do I know when it's time to like trim them? And I know there's a method to the madness, but there's like different ways to do it.
Lots of different ways.
Where do you start?
Well, you want to know what you want to do with them for sure, you know. And you do want to spread them out so they grow good, because if you have them all clumped together, you don't get a good crop. So it's called combing.
Combing?
Combing, yeah.
Okay,
It
I
kind of
learned
spreads it
something
out and yeah, makes them happy.
Okay. Hey, that works. Happy plants are
Happy.
good.
That's it. It's like talking to your plants.
Now, what, I know you have to do pruning. Now, where do you start?
Well, like these here are called from last year's growth. So you want to get rid of anything that's out of place, and like this stuff down here, no good. So you can get rid of that. And I want to kind of clean it up so it grows up better, and then you
Okay.
get more fruit. You get rid of anything that's junky. That's last year's growth. That's these here. This is actually all grew last year. And see, I want to spread this plant out. Right now it's all going this way
Sure.
to these other plants, and same thing over here, because I want 2 rows of plants.
Okay.
Or cordons is what these are called here. And then off of that you got shoots coming off for that grow every year.
And I was trying to read, you know, up on it, and that's where I started getting confused because it seemed like there was so many different methods on pruning, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let Tim explain this because obviously you've got it down to where you're getting good grapes, you're getting growth. So I'm like, you know what? I think for everybody trying to start, let's just stick to Tim's method instead of getting too technical and crazy with all the different ones. So, okay, so it's up, and then we have,
Well, we got to spread this over here,
okay,
which we'll end up tying this over here, and then these are each where the new plants come out of. So you'll get probably grapes on each one of these.
okay. Right here, these little buds you're
Yeah,
talking about,
little-
okay,
Yep. So there we go. Wrap it in there.
okay,
It's pretty good there. And these grape plants are pretty hardy. You know, if you make a mistake, they'll bounce back from it.
oh good,
And
okay.
believe me, I make mistakes. So
And that's part of growing.
that's it.
It's,
you learn, you know, because the more you do, the more confident you get on doing what you're doing. And that's the thing, when you're not confident, then
right.
it just doesn't go right well. So, and I'm like I said, I'm still learning myself. I'm way far away from being an expert at all this, but
But your wine is really good. I've had it, so I can vouch for that.
so, yep.
So, okay, so we have it coming up. We have
Yep.
support for this.
Coming along.
We took some of last year's growth off and we've got it trained out. Now, I know you said for the grapes and stuff too, so that you get a better yield.
Yep.
Does that also help with the airflow and air circulation, hence less chance of disease?
Right. That's the
Okay.
combing part again. 'Cause
Okay.
You spread it out, you get better light and airflow through there, which matters quite a bit. And even later on in the season, if this canopy gets too thick, you want to thin it out a little bit so you get more air and light going in there.
Are you talking just the leaves? Because I know the grape,
Yeah.
I've even pruned them and done that. So
Right.
you want to go in if it does get too thick, get in there and snip some out so you
Yep.
get some sunlight
Just
to
a
them.
little- Yeah, just so they can breathe a little better.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. And then now when you're done trimming this guy this time of year,
Yep.
then what's next? You just walk
What's
away
next?
from him for a while? Or?
Pretty much. I kind of check out how the buds are doing
Okay.
and see what's going on.
Okay.
If there's a problem, like with why a plant's dying, if a vine starts dying, I have to find out what's going on.
Okay.
I don't, like I say, I don't spray usually. I'm going to spray early this year because of this black rot and different diseases that's pretty common around here. And it hit me last 2 years, so I want to try to hit it early. See what happens.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, I know you guys remember, any of you that watched the show last year, I was like Debbie Downer in June. Just the weather it just was one of those years that just lent to every possible fungus and issue going on. We had it. So let's all do a happy dance and hope that this is an early spring this year and it's going to go right into a nice 80-degree dry summer. That'd be fabulous. I'm all about that.
Me too.
So you'll walk away from him and stuff. And now what we're going to do, we're going to take a break so you guys can go get something to drink quick. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit because he started talking about the chemicals. So we're going to talk and we will get finished up here and we're going to talk about these chemicals and maybe some that you want to stay away from. Again, if you're new to this, there's things you should use and things you shouldn't. You are eating it or possibly drinking it. So stay tuned, grab something to drink, and we'll be right back.
Just wanting to be a police officer, I knew this was a great start, and it turned out to be a fantastic one.
Just be able to actually see what you're doing, what you're working on, and understand how you can take one thing and turn it into something else.
We got to creatively use skills and academics and see how we can place them into our fields.
It was pretty much I had the key to open the door, and that was from Buckeye.
For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I think something, that I did want Tim to kind of get into a little bit to help you guys. Everything's prone to diseases with our humidity and stuff. It's a plant, just like we get cold, plants get sick too. What do you keep an eye out for with grapes? Like, is there a few certain things to have everybody kind of watch for?
I look for discoloration in the vines. Sometimes they turn black, and so you just snip that off. Make sure you catch that type of stuff. Really, once it starts growing, then you can start telling more of what's going on.
Okay.
And once your plants start producing grapes, then you really look. Because
Okay.
that's when you really see like the black rot coming in, if it's going to hit or anything else.
Now, is black rot pretty common for grapes or this area or both?
Yeah, you got that, and the powdery mildew is pretty heavy around here.
Now the black rot, what does that look like?
Just like a bullseye on the grape.
Oh, on the actual grape itself?
Yep, it's just a black dot, and it does grow still, but it's like a dead spot in it, and then it just sort of grows sort of around it. It just doesn't grow very well.
And does the grape pretty much just, you gotta toss it?
Yeah, you could make juice out of them if they're big
Okay.
enough, but I pull them out and pitch them.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to
And
keep
now,
quality.
if you see something like that, you said you pull them out and pitch them. Do you have to spray them with anything, or
Yeah.
is there certain times of the year that because I know with a lot of the vegetables and stuff, I try to stay organic and stuff with the foods, but I try to head it off at the pass, because
Right.
it's like once you've got a fungus among us, it's just never ending. So I try preventatively to do it. Do you have to do that with grapes?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Before you get the pods growing, you can spray, but a certain time before that is a good time. And then after you get the grapes, you can spray it then. But like 3 weeks before you pick them, you can spray.
Okay.
That's the limit.
Okay.
You don't go any closer to that.
Okay. And is there now? There's plenty of stuff over the counter. Can
Yes.
you pretty much just get there's stuff everywhere?
Yeah. The best thing, you get online, look it up on the internet. The internet's great, and it's bad.
Yes.
But you'll find a lot of information on what to do, what to spray. Even sulfur. You can put sulfur on. That's very good for a lot of plants too.
Yes.
Makes
Yep.
them happy. Like for me, like spraying this, it's actually a fruit tree spray I use on them.
Okay.
Which has the chemical that I need for the black rot in it, and does other things.
And then the other one that I know that they have to watch for is the powdery mildew, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, do you have to spray for that? Because I know for us, if they get the powdery mildew, you're not going to save that squash leaf or cucumber leaf, but you've got to spray it and get them treated so that the new growth can be healthy anyhow.
Right.
So,
Yep.
same thing with the grapes.
Yeah, what I do with some of them, if they're too bad, I just cut them off.
Do you?
Okay. Yeah, you might as well just get rid of the problem,
Okay.
because it does spread. So.
Well, I appreciate this. Guys, I hope you learned as much as I did today. Like I said, I like learning new things, and it's really nice that we have people in our community in Tusk that, here you go. Here's your lesson 101 on grapes. So at least now you can feel maybe a little bit better if you bring one home from the shop. I know, God love it, Kathy and them, they're going to come and they're going to do a workshop this summer at my shop so that, you guys can get a little more hands-on and maybe be able to ask them questions and stuff. So, just keep your eye out for that. But I really appreciate you tuning in. And next week, I told you we were ramping this up here. We were going to be all around the community. So next week, we're actually going to go to my humble abode, and we're going to have Tammy with us. Remember last year I told you we're going to keep getting more advanced and more advanced. Well, if you ever wondered about grafting, she's going to try to take you through the steps to do it. And I would not miss it for anything. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful week, and see you on the next episode.